Well, what's up, guys? Welcome back. This is episode 13. Something seems off. We actually ended up uh skipping week 13. The weirdest thing happened. My recording didn't go through my editing software for some reason. So, something to keep in mind when recording this is trying to make it a little bit better, I guess. I hopefully fix the problem and hopefully won't scrap this video. Everything looks good. I've tested a few times. I think that we are good to go. So I've actually gone down all the way down to like number 200 and something. And I've liked a bunch of the players in this class. And if I go to favorites, all of my favorites all the way down to like potential UDFAs, like all the way down here. I have 56 guys on my board. They all look pretty good. So just someone I like the more later picks than I do like beginning picks. They just look a lot better to me for some reason. So it's a pretty deep class as far as like average players go. Maybe snag like a 68 overall with one of my last picks, which would be really good. And then players ready to negotiate, have some in here. Camo Krieger Hill, I don't think we'll bring back, but one I do want to bring back is Max Sharping. Custom offer, high risk, team friendly. I think we'll go with this one right here. Lower them, then go ahead and I would like to play for a new team next year. With that much interest, they gotta fix that. With that much interest. He's declining. It's just dumb. It's ridiculous. All right, doing the game plan. Probably want to defend the medium pass, and then probably want to cover the blitz counter. Worked well, but we were also running the ball well inside. So I want to do that and see how much better we can run it. And then we'll go for 200 plus rushing yards. How about that? Defense, there we go. Offensive coordinator, 300, and then no sacks allowed. I think that's all possible. And then we can go ahead and start training and see if we have any upgrades, injuries, or anything like that. No injuries on the defensive side, it looks like. They're clear. Then on the offensive side of the ball, done as well, so I'd love to see that. I'll see you guys in the game. And here we are, away from home in the red unis. All red unis. Actually used these last episode. Ended up, not doing so well. The video ended up getting scrapped, and looks like our depth chart is reset. We saw quad strain from Kendall Sheffield yesterday. Maybe we gotta go through and sort that out. Let's go look. Alright, no, everything does look good. Up this camera angle. And then, so what we're trying here is Nico Collins on the boundary at wide receiver 1. And actually using, and we're actually using John Mechie in the slot just to see how much John Mechie can produce. We're gonna look at. So definitely want to hand this one off to Damien Pierce, who's actually been a stud as of late in real life, in the actual NFL. He's been great, and he's been great for us here today, or here this year. As you saw, he had like no impact last week, but it's alright. And we're looking fast. We make that throw. What a throw by Davis Mills, but Emmanuel Sanders can't get those feet down. Second and short there. Thought we might take a shot down the field to one of our receivers. Cut it back up inside. Damien Pierce is running right through this Cowboys defense really early here. We have the Texas matchup of a lifetime. We have Pacheco into the backfield now. Probably a winded Damien Pierce. See what we can do with Pacheco. Gets up and out of there for 5 yards. Pacheco had a really big, good game last week. And super cool to see Isaiah Pacheco getting some of the valuable snaps. Probably, let me check that one down right there to Farrell Brown. We can't. We just get a bad animation. The throwing of the ball hasn't actually been too good. But let's go ahead and run the ball here on 3rd and 5. Jaco just needs to break one. This is 4-down territory, and I think that we're going to take it here. Take the snap quick, get outside. And Pacheco's good for 7 yards there. So, good run by Pacheco. Both of our running backs look a little winded. So, it's going to be interesting to see how it's all handled. Waiting to roll out. And another bad throw and animation. I don't know. We have Damien Pierce back in the backfield now. It's a good thing. We're going to run left. We're going to opt to run left here. See what we can do. Get outside. Just don't have the speed there. And Bryce Huff will actually come in and make the tackle after a gain of 4 from our running back, Damien Pierce. If this is man coverage, probably looking to Mechie. It's not. And probably don't have anything. Just throw it up and away. And we are out of like 4-down territory. I think the 5 yards or the 1 yard was really the determining factor. We'll go ahead and put this the field goal up and in, and it'll be a 3-0 lead for the Houston Texans. There. Now we have our first look on defense. Christian Kirksey going to try to manage the middle of the field. And Desmond King actually almost made a play on that ball right there. That would have been good. Great defense there from our guys. Christian Harris now into the game. Had an absolute great game last week. Can't emphasize that enough. And Ezekiel Elliott's looking like he's back in 2016 or 2017 or 2018. Whenever it was his first 2 years. But we might actually see another run here too. Not going to be. That's my responsibility. I've definitely got to be a little bit better about that. I just kind of lost it. Ended up just not following up with that one. And we're going to be playing a weird look right here on defense. Kind of looks spaced out and open. And Christian Kirksey actually gets to Ezekiel Elliott. Just another gain of 6 there. And last week, he's having also a good year. Another guy having very good, solid year. And we're taking a lot of spaced out defensive looks that would be weak against the run. And Steven Nelson probably needs to make that tackle or interception. Just tried to jump Michael Gallup's route there. Ended up not working out. And now we are trying to get in the backfield. Kruger Hill gets lost in the sauce. Ezekiel Elliott with a great gain. He is looking like prime Zeke back there. Finally see a different look in the backfield. It actually ends up being Tony Pollard. Going to be interesting to see how they use him, or if they use him. Desmond King wrap up on Dalton Schultz for just a gain of 1. This Dolphins offense really seems to be cruising right now. Really scary. Like I said, we're playing this spaced out defense too. Not the best look, but also not the worst. And we're going to have a Christian Kirksey interception. Just read that play right there. Christian Kirksey is going to have to beat James Washington there. Doesn't look like he will. We'll be down to the 20-yard line. And just a huge gain there from Christian Kirksey. Love to see that. Great gain. We're going to go to Damien Pierce here on 1st and 10. Just audible to a run. Kenyon Green get a better block. Up the field. Good for 16. Damien Pierce looking like he's on pace for an absolute massive game. Going to be interesting to see how we deal with the pace of Damien Pierce. And it's going to be a great throw into Brevin Jordan's chest on the sideline. It's going to be Houston Texans touchdown. We get lucky with that interception on Dak Prescott. Come back and score 7 of our own. And we'll be back on defense. And as we know, this class is very, very bad at running back. So I think we'll be sticking with our guys. Can we get out to him? Eric Murray trying to make an open field tackle there. Another huge rush there for Ezekiel Elliott. We just need to get to him a little bit earlier. Maybe run inside or outside. Need to be the game plan. Christian Harris needs to make a tackle or get off his block there just in general. They're trying to spin and swim move. Just try to reach an arm out and get Ezekiel Elliott. But as I was saying, this next draft class here is going to be really weak at running back. And so what we've got to do is probably stick with our guys, or if we can pick someone up in free agency, which will be interesting to see. But I think as of now, we're seeing a lot of very good looks. Can we get Jalen Petrie off his block? And Jeremy Sprinkle will actually have a good gain there. We just can't seem to get off our blocks. And we'll be using Christian Harris in the middle of the field now. Trying to open up some opportunities there. And Ezekiel Elliott, good for another bit there. Probably got to learn or use the, what are they called? The adjustments. No. And Michael Gallup just has our safety be Eric Murray give up a touchdown. Very unfortunate. And running out of 5 wide on our first snap on offense here. Had a decent little return. Just can't throw anything right there. Struggling day for Davis Mills. We're probably going to have to fix that. He's 1 of 6 for 4 yards and a touchdown. Just get it down. Emmanuel Sanders can't come down with that one. He's now 1 of 7. We're going to try our hardest to convert right here. It's going to be tough, though. It's going to be really, really tough. Just get it out to Mechie in space. Almost ran out of bounds. John Mechie in space makes something happen. Love to see that. Desmond Trufant, the defender on that play. Probably would be good to run it here. Start picking up our run game again, as it was absolutely flying. And Isaiah Pacheco just to the next level so fast. Makes him so valuable on this offense. He's just so good. So hard to stop. And his just speed is just insanely... Oh, we missed our gap there. Missed the hole. Damien Pierce, good for another 5 yards. If we hit that gap there, would have been great. We're going to put Brevin Jordan right there instead. I'm going to cross. And is that a free? Nico Collins has a massive catch. I can't even put that in words right there. That is crazy. Nico Collins with his first reception of the game right here. Playing the boundary. Pacheco, if he had reached for it there, would have tried his best. No doubt in my mind. Weird look that we are getting from the Cowgirls. And we can't get that one to Brevin Jordan for his second in the back of the end zone. Would have been virtually the same spot. Oh, good thing we didn't throw that. And it's Brevin Jordan for his second. And Quinn Miners is also hurt. Not good. Sorry, I didn't talk there. I was trying to put a combo on the right. Whatever. I'm happy we scored 17-7 heading into our next defensive possession here. 5 minutes and 30 seconds left on the clock. Just had a good pass breakup from Desmond King. They're going to run the ball, and it's going to be a good run again. We're just running such a weak box right now. Probably got to learn how to pinch the line. Forgot about that. Probably got to go pre-snap adjustments, defensive line, and pinch. We could one-on-one with the linebacker, or with a one-on-one linebacker versus the running back passing or pass rushing the quarterback. We're going to go ahead and pinch the line now. I think that is what I was trying to do all along. And Steven Nelson out on the boundary just can't get it done. Good play there from the Cowboys. Played a little bit tighter coverage than the Derek Stingley that we've had there in the past. And it'll actually be a catch to Dalton Schultz that Blake Cashman will stop. And they do get the ball at half, so something to keep in mind is the clock. Try to control it a little bit more here. And this one will just be down. Crashing tackle onto Ezekiel Elliott. Christian Kirksey with a very tough hit. And Christian Harris trying his best to get involved in this game, but really has been a non-factor after being absolute huge We crashed down there, almost got a sack, but we got some pressure on the quarterback. But unfortunately, Dak Prescott's good under pressure. Gets a ball out to his receiver. We're going to have another shot here. Good wrap up there from Desmond King, who's playing well in that corner one this year. No major interceptions or anything. Kind of been quiet and good. Stingley needs to play tighter defense. I tried to animate, but for some reason it kept running. But I kept pressing that triangle to try to jump it. Maybe get a diving interception there. But I guess it could be a good thing. We have the 2-minute warning on our side now as well. So it'll actually be 14-17. We'll have a chance to score here at the end of the half. And after a quick run there, we hit the 2-minute warning. And now we're going to try a screen to Pacheco. Get it out. Get around him. No. Desmond Trufant with a crazy good tackle. Cool to see. We're going to see what sort of coverage they play now. Still going to have Pacheco on a little bit of a route because that is what he does in the backfield for us. He just gets open so much, and it's just nice to have that safety blanket. And good to know that he can also get out of bounds whenever, wherever he wants. John Mechie having his best game in a while. I know that's hard to say when Davis Mills has a total of 89 yards. Just these receivers have not been getting open all that often as we're rotating slot wide receivers here. Just keep rotating through them between Nico and John Mechie, and now having Emmanuel Sanders on the other boundary, which makes it so hard to involve everyone. So the slot's really what gets the most targets from the play style and the playbook that we have. John Mechie co-drag swag down to the 2-yard line. We're playing a very good game against this Cowboys defense. And Damien Pierce will rush and almost have a touchdown. Just doesn't have that the speed there. Doesn't have it. As we'll look to convert again. And it'll be a Nico Collins touchdown this time after catching a really big pass last possession I think it was. And we'll go ahead and target the PAT here. Looks like it'll be good. And it'll be 24-14 with a minute left. And the Dallas Cowboys get the ball back after half. Trying to contain the middle of the field here with Christian Harris. Maybe... Oh my, we just got shook out of our boots. I don't know if you guys heard my controller, but I was going for a massive hit with Christian Harris, but absolutely just get juked out there. I think it was by Michael Gallup, if I am not mistaken. Dropping down. And they have a wide open Michael Gallup. Eric Murray's been toasted all night long. Eric Murray, obviously a weak link here. And the Dallas Cowboys touchdown somehow. And we'll actually have another chance to go down and score. And with 35 seconds on the clock, we're going to need a miracle. Maybe like this one right here. John Mechie up the field. Tripped up out of bounds. Great throw. Davis Mills is having a game right now. That is crazy. We're going to have Pacheco out there. And we're going to see what Emmanuel Sanders can do. He'll still be tackled in bounds. Probably wish we didn't take that one right there. Just trying to get into field goal range. Right now, that's pretty much what we're trying to do. Is we are pretty far inside of it right now. But going to see if we can move up just a tad bit more. We're going to go for Pacheco. Just secure catch it. Bring the clock down. And then we'll call our timeout. Waiting for the clock to go down. Our last timeout. And we'll wait till it's 3. And then we'll take our timeout. And we'll go ahead and try for this field goal here. Make it 27-21. As I think that is the smartest thing that we could do. And it is up and it is good. It'll be 27-21. We'll take a look at what's going on around the league. And here we are looking at the Jacksonville and Tennessee, both 5-7, both of them. Ryan Tannehill's having a game. Derrick Henry's doing good. Robert Woods also having a good game. Nobody on the Jags side having a particularly good game. New York Jets against the Buffalo Bills. Zach Wilson looking good. Garrett Wilson has a big reception. Isaiah McKenzie also balling out. Josh Allen with over 250 yards. Crazy. Cleveland and Cincinnati now. Deshaun Watson's not playing that well. Nick Chubb's doing well. Joe Burrow has an INT. Joe Mixon's running the ball efficiently. Almost 8 per carry, actually. And back to our game. Here we are, back on defense. Christian Harris trying to set the tone for the middle of the field. Sorry, focus up there, trying to read what Dak Prescott was bringing to us. But we're going to see what we can do on this defensive drive right here. Maybe try to force a fumble or a turnover in general. If we want any chance at winning, is actually going to be a Christian Harris tackle for maybe a gain of a yard there for Ezekiel Elliott. Christian Harris for his first tackle on the day. Like I said, pretty much been a non-factor all day long. Pretty much going to be man-on-man here with James Washington for the first half of his route. See what we can do there. And no one's over here to pick up the next one. It'll be 4th and 1. You hold them. I can see them taking it here for a 4th and 1, trying to convert, but maybe they have enough trust in their defense. But our offense seems to be doing so well right now. Desmond King turning kicks now for us. Pacheco's just playing too big of a role on our offense. We just can't risk losing him on a kickoff return or a punt return. So we're going to go ahead and, speaking of, we're going to try to run it here to him. And he has a massive gain, as that's what this Dallas defense has been famous for all night long. Just been churning up yards with our running backs. I mean, these guys look like they couldn't care less if they give up running yards to our running backs, as I say that. First, maybe tackle for loss there. Anthony Barr looks like he's involved. We're going to go ahead and run it again with Damien Pierce. Kind of been insignificant as Leighton Vander Esch gets up and around. But I mean, Damien Pierce just needs that burst. That burst there, just, if that was Pacheco, that's up the inside, and that's working so well. But unfortunately, it was... We're going to try to throw that. It looked like man coverage. Davis Mills going to try to make it out here to Jordan Lewis. So what I saw on this play here, let me tell you, I saw a little bit of over here. I saw this from Jordan Lewis. Like he was going to follow John Mechie, end up playing just a great zone. I thought that this would leave Emmanuel Sanders on an island, thinking that Jordan Lewis follows John Mechie. Not the case. Ended up throwing an INT after having a really clean game from Davis Mills there. Just read the defense wrong, and we need to work on that. And Derek Stingley Jr. lets CeeDee Lamb walk right on into that slant and that catch right there. Bubba Dub's pissed. He wants to get his defense riled up and ready to go. I can't believe Jeremy Sprinkle's the tight end 2 on this team. I'm assuming Dalton Schultz. No, he's right there. So Jeremy Sprinkle is actually getting a lot of snaps here in this game. Can we get someone after him? And we'll get him down. But on the 1, you can make an argument there for a touchdown. We'll go ahead and pinch the line if we can. Don't look like it. Looks like we are already pretty pinched. Get in the backfield. We can't do that as a Dallas Cowgirls touchdown. Just unfortunate there. It'll be 28-27, and we'll have the ball next. In this play right here, they might expect run, but we're going to show pass. And I'm seeing it already. Desmond Trufant on Nico Collins, and Nico Collins has that height advantage over there. And maybe even a speed advantage. I don't know about all that, but we had a chance. Gave Nico his chance, and this one will be read anyways by Leighton Vander Esch, but probably could have outran him with Isaiah Pacheco. Yeah, that was really cringe. I'm never saying that again. Clearing out the middle of the field. And I see a John Mechie for another big gain. And we're going to go ahead and call a run here. Yes, that is what we want to do, is run it with Damien Pierce. He's trying to get his legs back involved in this one. Damien Pierce running extremely well here tonight. We're going to run play action. We're going to see how it does here, as we had Mechie. We still have Mechie. Oh, it's Nico Collins. Collins up the field. He's good for another few yards there. 3 receptions, 63 yards, and a touchdown for Nico. He's having a good game right now, but John Mechie also having a good game. Cut back up inside with Damien Pierce getting shifty and shedding and looking through those blocks right there. Really love to see it. As we're going to look for a Brevin Jordan third touchdown, maybe? It's going to be close to being picked off. What a play there by the DB. Came flying. We're going to hand it off here to Isaiah Pacheco. I mean, it just looks like a weak box. And Pacheco might have that one in for a touchdown. It looks like he will. We have a touchdown from Isaiah Pacheco. Maybe his second on the ground. I can't remember if we scored with him earlier. I don't think we did. As we're going to go for 2 here. And look for John Mechie to just make a good catch. Throw it up to him in his little range there. Makes a good catch. And it'll be 35-28. We'll go ahead and kick off to the Cowgirls now. After a 10-yard completion there from Dak Prescott to Dalton Schultz. It looks like we'll have Zeke shoot up. This one's looking like a great old-fashioned, what is it called? Hissing contest and/or shootout. It's a shootout. That's the ultimate word I was looking for. Ultimately was the phrase I was going for. Yep, I saw that one coming. As soon as I left it. Wasn't even my zone though. We just had someone rushing and then someone containing Dak when we didn't need him to. So someone running him down was not what we needed. Christian Kirksey now. Playing way under his zone. Keep leaving that zone. And Dak Prescott with his 289th yard on the day. Absolute chewing us up. And Jerry Hughes almost has another sack. Had 3 last week. You guys obviously missed last week's episode. Very rough, but unfortunately, doesn't get the sack there. Oh, I thought we'd have a chance. Broken tackle, and Michael Gallup fumbles, but out of bounds. Christian Kirksey comes in with that big hit late. Tries to force something. Probably he could have done a little bit earlier. Emu Krieger Hill. And it's a fumble. It's on the ground. And it's going to be picked up by the fullback, it looks like. Malik Collins has a sack and a forced fumble there. I think it might have been Malik forcing that one out. The defensive tackle. Been playing very badly all year. Very poorly all year long. Try to get this one out. They do to Jalen Tolbert, but he just can't get upfield as it is thrown a little too late. Christian Kirksey, we're going to try to cover everything here. And never mind, it comes to the end of the third quarter. And we'll be back in. We'll come out in a nickel blitz look here. Christian Harris, we're going to be playing a very odd zone here. And Christian Harris, can we get to him? And it'll be 4th and 2 here for Ezekiel Elliott and the Cowboys. And they will actually go for it. We're not going to give them it exactly, but we're going to give them hope. Hey Davis, the biggest linebacker on the team. And it'll be a Dalton Schultz conversion there. They'll be down on the 1 with 7 minutes and 30 seconds to go. Watch the pass here. This one could be dangerous. And they'll actually run it to this side. Christian Kirksey gets on it a little early, but too bad. It'll be a Z touchdown. And here we are, back on the offensive side of the ball. We're just going to try to run it here with Damien Pierce, who just can't get that one going. Gets upfield for 1 yard. Maybe need to pass the ball here. You know how that's gone all game long. We have time. And when we have time, we have conversions like this. Isaiah Pacheco picks up a key block. Gets past. Davis Mills throwing the ball extremely well right now. Must be scary for this Cowboys defense as we're running the ball and passing the ball at will. Damien Pierce bodied after just 4 yards right there. Damien Pierce is trying to put up some good numbers this season. He has nearly 100 yards in this game. And go upfield. Can't get that. That's just not a good play there. We're going to try to keep it pretty together here. Brevin Jordan underneath. Get upfield. That should be a first down. It is. That way they can't look at it. We'll just call it inside zone and run the ball fast as we can. Get outside with Isaiah Pacheco, and he's good for nearly 90 yards on 9 rushes. Like I said, we have just ran the ball at will here against this Cowboys defense. We're going to anticipate the Pharaoh Brown cut. Great throw by Davis Mills. Run another inside zone look here. And very weird animation from Damien Pierce, just getting 2 on the play. HB Slam will be the play here. Try to make something happen. Let's see if we can convert. Looks like we will. Damien Pierce stumbles backwards. Can't have that as a gain of 5. Damien Pierce running the ball really well. Doesn't have a touchdown on the day, though. Something to point out as an imperfection. And we have these guys, and we just can't throw on the run under pressure. Just all of it doesn't match up well. We're going to see what this play can do for us right here. And this one thrown into no man's land. Luckily so, that one might have been picked off. We're going to have to play action. Put Pharaoh Brown on a little bit of an out. See what we can do with our wide receivers. Triangle looks open enough. Did he come down with that? He came down with that, and Laramie Tunsil, our star left tackle, is actually down with an injury. So we'll have, looks like Quinn Miners will come in. I don't know if that quite is. I don't think it is, actually. Someone else come in on that left side, and we'll actually have a penalty here. I don't know if it'll be by face mask. It was face mask, yeah. And Leighton Vander Esch will hurt his team, and we've been running the ball all day so well. So we're going to keep Tunsil in. We're going to try to get Damien Pierce a receiving one. Get kind of tricky here with this offense. Pass it out, and Quinn Miners will actually get in the way of that one. Didn't look like it was going anywhere anyways. We're going to try to get a Pacheco run inside. Maybe get his second on the day, and he does. Isaiah Pacheco has been crazy good for us all game and all season long. And like I've said multiple times, it is a weak running back class. It looks like we will keep the running backs that we have and keep developing them. So it's really nice to see that. And it's also really cool to see Pacheco excelling in his role, as the Cowgirls will get the ball back now. 2nd and 14 after a good tackle for loss there by Christian Harris. Unfortunately, you guys didn't get to see that one. Need to make a play there, as that is just too much yardage. We need to start playing, I think a little bit more of man coverage would be the way to go. So if we play a little bit more man coverage, and if we play a little bit closer, might be looking a little bit better here on defense. We're going to try to wrap around and make that tackle as we do. It'll be 4th and 4. This right here is the game pretty much. Oh, they're actually going to punt. This is the worst decision of decisions of all time. Watch out for the fake. That is not a fake. We're going to go try to bring this one back up the sidelines. Desmond King brings this one out. So I guess we're just going to try to run the ball the best we can. And we've pretty much ran it at will. So this might be another win for the Houston Texans on the season. Quinn Miners will actually get out there. It's Damien Pierce. Stay in bounds. And he'll be well over 100 yards. 134 yards on 17 attempts, hitting the 2-minute warning, and we'll just try to run this clock out the best we can. Isaiah Pacheco into the backfield now, probably for the best. He has the higher carrying, so if they're going to go for the football, I'd rather him go for the football on Isaiah Pacheco, as I don't think Isaiah Pacheco has 100 yards on the day yet. Maybe look to get that as a goal. Isaiah Pacheco up to that much. I know we have over 200 rushing yards on the day, though. Cut this one back into Leighton Vander Esch. Just a bad decision there to cut it back. Thought we saw a lane, but a block was shed by Leighton Vander Esch almost immediately. And we'll have another design play towards Isaiah Pacheco. And we'll get the screen. Run it up. And this one looks like it might be a touchdown. It's a great touchdown. Isaiah Pacheco with the biggest game we've seen from him possibly all season. He has the 2 rushing touchdowns. He has a receiving touchdown. He has over 150 scrimmage yards. I'd almost put money on that. It's 49-35. Dak Prescott is trying to lead the Dallas Cowboys down and possibly score a touchdown quick, and maybe an onside kick or something we see from him. They're going to have to be quick, though. And staying in 3-man deep offense right here. And they have, and Ezekiel Elliott will actually have a good play. Yeah, this Cowboys offense right here has played well, but our run game, their defense sucks against the run. That's really where we've excelled. Over 200 yards on the ground in this game here. Oh, I thought I was on another guy right there. And they'll have another one down to Dalton Schultz. We will actually play a little bit more conservative here. And Christian Harris is just, I'm just trying to lurk that right there. They just keep taking these very fast. Christian Kirksey, get to him. And a good tackle there from Christian Harris. Came from the other side of the field. They'll call their timeout now. They're going to try to score another one. Make this one a very, very, very big lead. And big screamer off the edge there from Steven Nelson has him a sack. And they'll have to get this ball off immediately. They do. Try to have someone rush, and it'll actually be a Jalen Tolbert touchdown on a magical play from Dak Prescott. So yeah, it looks like that'll be all she wrote. Let's go look at the stats now. And here are the players' stats. Obviously, Dak Prescott had a huge game, but an even bigger game, in my opinion, from Davis Mills. Better than what he normally does with his 4 touchdowns, so only 1 interception. Obviously, he's still throwing 1 interception per game pretty much. And these are the rush yards. We were 4 yards away from Isaiah Pacheco having 100 on the ground, but Damien Pierce averaging 7.8 per carry, rushing the ball 17 times, going for 134 is absolutely insane. Same goes for Isaiah Pacheco, averaging 8 with 2 touchdowns. And John Mechie finally comes up big in that slot role, and Nico Collins still, despite not being in that slot role, played really, really, really well. So it's still nice to see that. But John Mechie, 7 receptions, 129 yards. Didn't have a touchdown on the day, but it doesn't matter. Isaiah Pacheco had 78 yards through the air, having over 150 scrimmage yards and 3 scrimmage touchdowns. And Brevin Jordan, 3 catches, 11 receiving yards, and 2 touchdowns. Probably the most touchdown-dependent quarterback or tight end in the league. Farrell Brown had his share, and Desmond King had a pass breakup there. But Emmanuel Sanders playing well as well. Defensively, 15 tackles out of Christian Kirksey. Christian Harris only had 6. Like I said, a minimum impact on the game. A lot of tackles for loss going around here. Christian Harris had his 1. And QB sacks, Malik Collins had 1, and Steven Nelson had 1. Nobody else really got to it. Christian Kirksey obviously had that interception when it was red. Forced fumbles, 2 of them. Christian Kirksey forced 1 out of bounds well earlier in the game. And yeah, that looks like it'll be it. I'm going to get a thumbnail, and then I'll get to it back to the main menu. And we have 2 upgrades. Laramie Tunsil, our star left tackle, actually ends up getting hurt in this game. I probably want to upgrade his run block. Probably not gonna lie. Probably go with power and see what that does. What we got? We got impact block, pass block, and run block power. Okay. And then someone we really want to develop, he just needs to go playmaker. One of the most OP upgrades in the game is playmaker. Obviously don't get a big one there, but look at his route running right there. It was all really bad, and they all just got 2 to 3 boosts right there, 2 to 3 overall boosts. And his catching and catching traffic is good, but it's not great. His release is okay, and 90 speed and 91 excel is probably not enough to win off the line. So I can see him, like, when we're settling down, he could probably be a wide receiver 3. And John Mechie, either that wide receiver 1 or 2 slot guy, maybe be draft. I don't know. But get a trench boost next game. Weekly awards, I'd have to assume it is Isaiah Pacheco. Let's go ahead and look now. I think that is appropriate. It is actually Christian Kirksey for his 2nd. Yeah, he had 4 sacks, then ended up going for 15 tackles, 1 INT, and a forced fumble. That forced fumble actually ended up being out of bounds. But AFC Player of the Week should have been Isaiah Pacheco. Come on now. Saw his numbers, and I think, yeah, we're pretty much set up next week for failure against the Kansas City Chiefs, as we look pretty much on their level with the record. But I mean, these next few games are going to be tough, and if we lose them all, we're probably out of the playoff picture. I mean, maybe at this point we're doing really well, which I really didn't expect or kind of want to do. I didn't want this to be like an instant thing. So yeah, I think we'll just roll with it for now. But yeah, I mean, maybe some slider changes we can see. But I think that'll do it for me. Make sure to comment down below if you're speculating or if you don't like something in the series. Go ahead, tell me down below. I'd like to make it more enjoyable for my viewers anyways. So go ahead and tell me if anything is off or if you guys don't like it. I'll try my best to improve upon that. And then subscribe if you're new, if you're not already subscribed, you like the series. Obviously, we're going to be getting into the off season here really soon, which I can't wait for. That's going to be so fun. Do a whole long video on that one. And then go ahead and like the video if you did enjoy. And I think it's safe to say that you should have, you must have, you had to enjoy this video if you're watching all the way to this. Appreciate. Love you guys. See you guys later.